it's me. It's Eric from the future. I should have been prescient about more things, but I'm here, and I'm here with Nick.
Oh, there's not enough time, Eric. Can't hold it for long.
We don't have a lot of time, but we have to tell you about some merch drops. Our last merch drops. The last face merch drops ever on Friday the 15th at 10 a.m. We have the exclusive Gerplers. For first members, we have multicolor Gerplers, the purple that goes to green. And for everyone else, the face Gerplers. Nick, hang on. Nick, hold on. There's a little more.
Hurry.
On 3/29, the 29th of March, we have the Sloppy Joe's jersey. We also have the face hat. We also have the foam hands and the release of the face cookbook. We're running out of time, Nick. These people have to go. We have to go. Keep listening. We'll see you later. Bye. Am I recording?
Oh, God damn.
I am recording. Okay. Yeah, I'm good.
Mike Tyson's fighting Jake Paul, 198. Take it away.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Face Podcast. My name is Jeff Ramsey, and with me, as always, a very unemployed Andrew Panton, a very unemployed Gavin Free, a very unemployed Eric Badur, a very unemployed Gracie Flynn, and a very unemployed Nick Schwartz, and a very unemployed Jeff Ramsey. How's everybody doing? This is 198.
Reason for termination, job elimination. I always thought it would be much cooler than that.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be funnier.
I have unlocked an ick that I didn't know existed. And this isn't directed at anybody in particular, but I have learned there is nothing lamer than being laid off from the company you founded. I gotta say, I think that's a distinction that not many people get to claim. I'm gonna wear it.
Is it?
I don't know if I'm gonna wear it as a badge of honor or failure, but it's a badge I gotta wear, I guess. Ugh.
Is it a layoff? Because the company, I wasn't sure about that. Because when I think
don't
layoff,
know.
I typically think percentage of company. When the company,
100%.
exists, I don't know if that is a layoff.
Do you remember when they shut down the Halo 2 servers, but anyone still in a game could just sit in the game?
Yes.
We thought about that. I thought about that yesterday a little bit. It's like,
What if we just start an episode of Face at like 4:59 p.m. on the final day, and we'll be the last people out?
hey, can I break character for 1 second
of
in
course.
this moment?
Absolutely.
I want to say something with sincerity because we're now laughing and we're making jokes. We are making the most of maybe the most painful thing that's happened in some of our lives, and certainly it's up there for me. This is devastating, and this is not a laughing matter. A lot of lives have been affected, and we are heartbroken for them and for ourselves, honestly. And everybody has to figure out what to do and how to pick up the pieces and move on with their lives. But this podcast is a place for fun and irreverence and friendship. And it's my therapy, and it's Gavin's therapy, and it's Andrew's therapy. And the only way I know how to be with you guys is the way we are. And so we're going to do this podcast the way we do this podcast, which is to make fun of our lives and be self-effacing, because that's all we got. So out of character now.
Yeah, I'm dead inside.
I think I was worried that it would just be another round of layoffs, and we would somehow survive and still be doing it. I mean, as sad as it is, I am kind of glad that we're all just going out together at the same time.
I can't agree with you more on that. The idea that we are together and in the same boat, and just so the world knows, and anybody who's listening to this podcast together, the 6 people on this podcast right now are in it together.
Hell yeah.
Oh, fucking dragon years. Man, I tried to warn everybody. This is my fault. This is dragon year. I extended a little beyond my means a little bit. We got a little rat man involved.
Boo! Boo!
We need to let's talk about the things. So I don't even know where to begin with the mishaps that I have encountered, and just the rakes that I've put down to step on at this time. I guess I'll start with the things that you guys know. Ratty Boy
in the works for a long time. Nick just sent thumbnail. We posted on YouTube. So for context, the episodes release on YouTube at 8 a.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Central. And because of
10 a.m. Central.
10 a.m. Central, yeah. But because the episode comes out at that time, and this supplemental piece announcing Ratty Boy came out on the same day, Nick and I had to talk of like, oh, we'll push it 30 minutes after the episode launches, so it's not the same release. A little bit of breathing time, but still around for the YouTube audience. And that is when the all hands meeting was that we learned. So like simultaneously with the announcement of the company closing, we posted a YouTube video called An Announcement, and it's just the face logo with like 6 different question marks.
As the information was sweeping across the company, I got like Spotify and Apple Podcast notifications ping in that just said An Announcement.
Dude, I was only tangentially aware that this was all going on. Andrew, you were kind of working on this,
Yes.
and I don't want to say secrecy, but you were kind of handling it off to the side, and we were all distracted with other things. And so this is all happening. I was just like, what the fuck are we doing? What is? I can't look at it. I can't look at it right now. I got to focus on this. But I still haven't watched that 13-minute video. I don't know what's in it.
Oh, you haven't seen any of it?
No, I've seen none of it.
It's not some good. Hey, don't worry. It's nothing bad. It's nothing.
So what happened was,
Holy shit!
when you see an announcement video, your mind always goes to the worst place. And so I thought I need to try to mitigate this. So days prior, I had recorded a little intro because we recorded the bulk of that segment like in December, and we've been waiting to announce this for quite a while and just figuring it out. And it's been in the works for months. So I wanted to record a little piece at the beginning that was like, hey, calm down. Everything is all good. So literally the beginning of that video is me being like, hey, it's an announcement. And actually the announcement is great. Don't worry about it. It's fantastic news. We'll get more into it.
What are the chances? What
the
are the
timing.
Chances? We never have put out just a blank announcement, surely.
Face is the most face thing in the history of facing.
There's going to be people making their way through each department's announcements, finding our one and being like, what?
So that's,
I guess they don't mind.
it. Every step of the way of this Ratty Boy reveal was just like the worst timing. And it was a genuine blindside.
And in the grand scheme of the company, what a nothing announcement as well.
You take that, Ratty Boy, legend. That's a big deal, regardless of the context.
Oh my God,
man,
that's funny.
But that's just that's one layer of this. I'm gonna pull up a tweet that I made. I quote tweeted the announcement before saying the biggest deal in entertainment. That also wasn't ideal. We did a tease that the Ratty Boy, I'm just screenshotting it right now. We did a tease on social media that Ratty Boy was coming. And people were like, oh, another Let's Play type thing. So then I tweeted this. I tweeted this the day before, and it just builds. The amount of, as I said before, the rakes I stepped on. I quote tweeted the tease, and I said, as much as you may think you know what's coming, I promise you aren't close. I'm so excited for tomorrow. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Continuing the chain.
I'm just imagining people at Warner Discovery just being like, does he know? Does he know what's coming?
Why is he so pumped about it? So that's that. And Jeff knows this. And maybe, Jeff, I'd love to see the results of this. I forgot I did this. I'm watching an all hands meeting. I'm crying. And then I get a notification on my phone that your DoorDash order had been picked up. The night prior, because we were going to record that day, scheduled for the following day, a burger order from McDonald's for Jeff that had everything removed but salt and then double salt like we talked about before. So in the midst of just being devastated, I then had to reach out to Jeff and explain salt from McDonald's, I believe, to see if that was a thing.
It arrived. I was too busy at Rooster Teeth saying goodbye to all of the people that I love and care about because I was losing my job. But when I got home, I had a McDonald's package waiting for me. It was such a nice surprise.
Had the salt gone cold by then?
It didn't arrive in the way he thinks it did. Here, hold on. I had the presence of mind to take a picture before I threw it away. Even though I was pretty out of my head yesterday. Let me see. Where did I put it?
What do you mean threw it away? You didn't use the salt?
Yeah. I'll show you. Here's what came. They sent me this image. So plain extra salt, no regular meat, no bun. Right? And here's what I got.
What?
Oh, what the fuck?
What?
They always send the meat. I don't think they're allowed to take the meat out.
I got a hamburger patty and nothing else, audience, if you haven't seen the image yet. It's just a fucking and I didn't get any salt, to my knowledge. Andrew's so quiet because he's angry. He's fuming.
He's on the phone to McDonald's right now.
He is right now. He's calling the ghost of Ray Kroc to complain.
Oh, he left.
All this salt.
No,
I can't
sorry.
believe it.
Having technical difficulties for a moment.
Did you try and print something? Did you print your severance?
And that everyone sounded like I was printing the law, so I had to reboot my audio setup very quickly.
Hello, this is Eric.
That's terrible.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
you want to mute
somebody
Eric,
want to tell
you're not-
Eric to mute?
Eric, you're not muted.
Mute. Eric, for God's sake.
Second of all, first of all, Eric, you're not muted. Second of all, how dare you take a call in the middle of the podcast?
Hey, go,
What
hey,
are
what's
you
up? How's
doing?
it going? Oh, nothing. Nah, I'm not busy. Busy with what? Nah.
It's
I got all
just
time in the
chaos
world.
around here. I imagine like, people like coming in behind us or like pulling filing cabinets out of the rooms.
Oh man, thank you, Nick. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
So they once again sent the patty. They refused to not, even though it's an option. They send the
Yeah.
meat every time. Casey just called Eric a moron. Their chat.
That's the funniest moment of 2024 for me.
Gracie's gloves flew off the second we found out the company was going.
God damn, we're getting unfiltered Gracie now.
Gracie, what do you really think of Eric?
He's not your boss anymore.
Yeah, we
Shut
know.
up.
Eric, you fucking idiot. He just said sorry on the phone with Funhouse. We know. We're aware. Jesus Christ.
I don't know if this is as funny as it feels or if we're all just so fucked up right now. Everything is like our emotions are all over the place. But God, I can't stop laughing. Fucking hell.
So, can I continue with how
Please,
fucked up,
please.
how I fucked everything for everybody?
I've
I've been in the works. You guys don't know about this. I've been planning a little thing with Tony for literally months now. Tony, the genius behind our merch. You may remember not years. I don't know why I said years. Feels like years. This week has felt like years. Months ago, I pitched an idea on the show that I talked about with Tony, and you guys were like, "Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, like fine." Like there wasn't a lot of you're like whatever type feel to it, where we each would come up with our own products and then have Tony make them or see if they were doable and then proceed with them. And so I did that. It was sort of a reaction by you two. And then some time passed, and then Tony reached out again and said, "Hey, do you want to proceed with this idea? I know like it didn't seem like a big moment on the show, but is this something you'd like to do?" And I said, "Absolutely. I just need to think of a thing that I think is worth making. Like what is specific to this show? What is something that I'd actually want? And what is like a unique thing to enter into the marketplace with?" And I thought about this for a long time. If your idea is what I came up with, I pitched an idea to Tony. I had a realization. My thought was, what is a thing everyone could use? And what is something that is related to us and something that I've never seen before? I don't think this is a product that has ever existed. Let me introduce to you and the audience the one and only, well, we'll get to that actually. This is the clog tube. I made my
what?
pitch was a Groan plunger where the Groan tube is the stick and the bottom part is the plunge. And so
Oh god damn.
When do you ever turn a plunger upside down, though?
no, when you have the plunger in and you're trying to unclog and you're going up and down, it's making the noise from the force of you pushing up and down on it
That
as
is
it bounces.
Wow.
such a brilliant idea.
I would love to hear what that's like with all the water clogging and glugging.
Well, let's see if these videos might be too big. I have videos that I could put in.
Of you clogging a toilet?
No, of let's see, it's uploading
Ooh.
right now. These are tests from the warehouse where they had to prototype this thing because it's obviously a problem of it's about an airflow. There we go. That's one of the videos if you guys want to
All
watch
right, I'm going to
that.
play this.
So it's a person. So how it works is the Groan tube would be separated and you twist tie it or twist it
Insane.
into.
This is insane. Andrew, what the fuck?
And then as you gotta unclog.
Do you think
bounces up
you'd
and
start
down.
associating the sound with just everything that it feels like while you try to unclog the toilet?
Like a
every
Pavlovian
time you hear a
response.
Groan tube, you just go, oh no.
Diarrhea.
We get this into Walmart. We could save the company.
Well, where was this idea 3 months ago?
It's been in the works, and we're gonna get to that. I had a whole thing planned. One of the only people that knew about this was TPG. TPG was gonna get one this month, and he was gonna shoot a commercial for it, and that was gonna be part of the reveal. And then once I had the commercial, I planned on going to like a bunch of hardware stores and trying to pitch them this product as like a thing that they should have just to get their reaction to it, which I'm sure would have been amazing.
So based on these videos, the pressure of the water does absolutely nothing for the Groan tube.
No,
It's just shaking it.
it's just shaking it, but I don't know how often you're unclogging toilets, Gavin. You can require some force. There could be some bouncing going on.
You know, I've never been good at plunging.
Well, now it'll be fun.
Let me ask you guys a question. This gives me a question. But first off, by the way, Andrew, A++++ idea. This may be your best. This may be the best invention in the history of face. But how could, like, if we had a contest, do you think we could pull off a contest to see who could clog a toilet first?
Jesus Christ.
And like,
Like, if we all agreed we're
hate
going to
the
start
questions.
right now, like, we start right now, and then whoever can clog a toilet first,
I can clog a toilet in 10 seconds.
do you have
Oh, yeah,
enough
I could-
shit in you right now?
Oh, it has to
Oh,
be with
no.
shit?
Yeah, dude, come on. I'm not just telling you to go stuff toilet paper. I'm going to put a fucking phone book on my toilet. It's dead.
Well, the toilet
No,
paper is what blocks the toilet. You can't block a toilet surely with just feces.
it
can you?
takes feces. Listen, I have a Toto that cleans my little asshole with warm water every day, and I still manage to clog that motherfucker once a week, probably.
So you got
it's
no
possible.
you're not using any bog roll?
I use Bogrel a little
Okay.
bit.
I mean, that's
But
what's
if you
doing it.
if you have a big enough pile of turd and Bogrel, you're
No,
gonna
I've-
clog a toilet.
I don't think I could clog any of my toilets with
Here's
just
why.
turd.
Here's why. You have baby shits. You wouldn't win this contest.
I was about to say, Jeff, this whole thing is from your insane perspective of shitting, where you're like, if I gave you 10 seconds right now, like that is a thing that anyone could just do. Shit on command. Like you're always
So if
ready
you were
to go.
concerned about the future of face and what it really means now that we're all out of a job, don't worry, it's exactly the same. This is the fucking most deranged conversation I think we've done in almost 200 episodes. This is fucking wild, guys. What are you doing? This is nuts.
Coming from the guy who was just on the phone in the middle of it.
I didn't have a choice. I'm trying to jump ship. The argument here is that you would have a contest where you take the biggest shit, no bog roll. To
No,
clog
I
the
think you can
toilet.
use Bogrel. I'm not saying you can't use Bogrel. That's Gavin's weirdness. I think you take a
Wait, what's
shit
weird
like normally. I'm just saying, like, if you like, because you'd have to eat a bunch, right? You'd be like, what do I have to eat to shit bad so that I can shit so much and make such a messy doo-doo that I need enough toilet paper to clean it up that it clogs the toilet. That's the contest. That's to see what can you do to your body to make a doo-doo so bad it clogs a toilet, and who can do it first?
I mean, bananas and stuff really stop you up, don't they?
Yeah.
Maybe a banana turd would be really compacted.
It's certainly worth checking out, investigating. How many bananas do you have to eat before you get a cloggy turd?
Well, it's
10?
also like it depends on your plumbing.
Yeah, we would need toilet consistency, I guess.
It would be a whole thing. But to continue on,
I'm sorry, just real quick. You wanted to pitch this to, you would just go to like Home Depot and be like, guys, you got to get this.
I don't understand what you're
What?
asking.
I understand. He said Andrew was saying he was gonna go to hardware stores around town. and
Yeah,
try
I
to
already
get
talked
some
about that. Yeah. It's gonna.
But I
reach
just
out
okay.
to different companies.
I don't foresee. Okay, that's fine. We can move on. I'm trying to think of you as like a Glengarry Glen Ross style salesman.
No. No. I got a trench coat with all the
That's exactly what I'm picturing.
I'm getting
100%.
chased out of the Home Depot and it's making all the noises of trying to run away.
Andrew's like John Candy in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. He just travels.
Yeah,
the
that's a
country as
great
salesman.
comparable. But here's the
Oh,
problem
man.
with all this is this has been in the works. There have been innovations. There's a prototype that exists. We are getting, these were supposed to arrive in May, which I assume is post company death. And there's 500 of them.
No!
Wait,
There are 500 clogged tubes en route. That
is this
are,
why the company went under?
I think it was Ratty Boy. It was the cost acquisition of
you
Ratty
and
Boy.
Tony in complete secrecy that Gavin and Eric and I don't know about. You in complete secrecy manufactured 500 clog tubes?
We were
Yes.
probably quite profitable before you did that.
That's the coolest thing I've ever heard. I don't care. That's awesome.
It was that my whole plan was to unveil this when they were available to buy in May. Obviously, things have changed, so it feels worth talking about now. But once again, my fault of trying to plan for the future in a dragon year, and there's
Yeah.
just 500 clog tubes that I don't know where they're gonna go. I don't know what'll happen with them, but they exist.
I love that when a company ends, there's always like a department of the parent company that comes in and like takes inventory and audits all the stuff, but they're just gonna find 500
Oh.
grown plungers.
It doesn't end there either, because I think we've talked about, I don't know if we've
Oh,
revealed this on
no.
the show. We also made our own extendable thumbsticks with the idea of
Oh,
people being able to buy them and do them simultaneously while we were doing the challenge. We innovated on the product. Also, I believe arriving in May, and there are 500 of those as well on the way to somewhere.
All right. Well, if anybody really wondered what it was that finally sank Rooster Teeth, I think it should be pretty clear.
The recipe book didn't come out either, did it?
No,
It comes out
How
next
many-
month. I think it
How
probably
many of those
will.
have we got?
I don't know.
Probably 500.
I have no clue. I
God,
hope
that sucks. I hope that comes out. We put so much work into that. Tony put so much work into that.
the amount of stuff that was coming was ridiculous.
Yeah.
The other things that my fault as well. I
I also love, we got to keep the audience. Just the fact that you're a contractor too. You like never set foot in the building. You're just doing this entirely part-time from a different country.
This motherfucker is just pulling strings from Canada, and they're just unraveling everything around us.
you know what's a great thing to do the day that the company announces it dies is release a month-long trivia tournament that will air the rest of the month.
To find out who's the smartest of the now dumb unemployed people.
I think it shows we had all this stuff in the works. I feel like we'd finally really hit our stride. We were just firing off all cylinders.
In all seriousness, that's I mean, this thing is beyond frustrating in a million different ways, but from a creativity standpoint, it's frustrating because I agree, Gav. I really feel like from the moment we filled that whiteboard out in January or December, whatever it was, I just feel like things hit another gear, and we've just been.
We turned Let's Play around.
We did,
Man.
dude. We did. We didn't even. We did. Yeah.
The good news about the tournament is it's done. Like we filmed
Yeah.
everything. There is an end to that, at least.
Does it end
Um,
after the end of the company?
No. No, it doesn't. It goes
Okay.
through the end of March, so that'll all be seen.
We get all our does it do's out as well, right?
I assume so. We have an amazing trophy for it as well. You haven't seen this yet, Jeff. Gracie just sent this to me. It arrived. The Ratty Boy
Oh, that's awesome.
was going to be our
Wow.
tournament trophy. It's a hunk of cheese, and it says the Ratty Boy on it. And that
Is that
was
real cheese?
no,
Oh.
but it kind of looks like that shitty like craft single
Yeah.
type cheese.
That's
it has that.
awesome.
We took it out of the box, and I really thought it was a huge piece, like real fucking cheese that somebody glued to this thing. And I just went, what are we making? What are we doing? But no, it's fake, apparently.
Well, to that end, can I just say, Andrew, just since you've been admitting to having so much stuff going on in the background that we weren't aware of, that is just so impressive. I was in the slow process of pranking you. I'd been working on it for a while, and I haven't done it yet. I was still putting it all together, and I wasn't in a hurry. But I guess I'm still gonna get you, you motherfucker.
Okay, you go ahead.
You'll just see it coming now at some point. I don't know. It probably won't be while you work at Rooster Teeth, though.
Can I say the one positive that I've taken from what has happened this past week? The one joy I have found is an ongoing bit in the show that has haunted me is having to eat the pencil, and the pencil trial that was so poorly received. There was discussions internally about having to make a statement about it, not realizing what people were upset about. That's something I've carried for a long time. Just the fact that I was really led the way on what is the least well-received bit that this show ever had. And I can now sleep better at night knowing that that is no longer the case, because Warner fucking hated that you're not going to know when 196 arrives bit. They were not a fan at all of that one. We released that, and hours later, the outrage of not knowing of when 196 would happen. So I'm going to take 90% of the responsibility, but I also feel like that bit did damage clearly. I think it's an undeniable connection.
I'll take the hit on that. That one was my idea. I'll take the 10% hit on releasing the 196 out of sequence.
Well, while you take the 10% hit, can I interest you in a 10% discount on sticks or a clog tube? Because we got something to move.
that and in all seriousness, that is something that I guess we'll have to address and figure out with the company, what to do with merchandise that is already been paid for and is already en route. You know, it's probably some of that stuff's probably on a very, very slow moving boat from China right now. It's gonna
hoping
it was like, hey, we get to go to America. We're gonna go live a life in America. It's gonna be so cool when we get there. And they get there and it's like, yeah, it's fuck. Shut it down. We're not. Send it back. We're not interested.
Where it is over. I would love, and I don't know. We'll see the possibility of this. I would love to somehow personally maintain control of Ratty Boy, but if I don't, it is hilarious to me that Ratty Boy is a Warner Brothers entity.
It's terrible.
You know the one that popped into my head that I thought that kind of hurt.
What?
I thought like we can talk about at some point like what the future looks like for us. We don't know, but we've got some ideas, and I think we can speak in some vagaries that'll be at least encouraging to the audience. But I realized if it's entirely possible that in the future we're doing this, but we don't have access to the previous IP. We might lose Gerpler. I love the fucking Gerpler. I don't want to say goodbye to the Gerpler.
We might have to say goodbye to. We might lose Ian.
No.
Oh, you can't lose it. Ian was from 4th grade in my 4th grade class. You can't take Ian. I don't know if are you familiar with like the popsicle story with like Frank Epperson, the guy that patented the popsicle?
Clearly not.
Like the creator of it. So the guy that made the popsicle, he would get this like drink mix, and he invented the popsicle as a kid because he got called in at night when he was drinking it on his front doorstep. And then he left it overnight and it was frozen and was like the first popsicle, essentially. It became a thing that the family made like every winter. And then eventually he got sued by another guy for ice cream, for like claiming that the popsicle fell under the patent of ice cream that the other guy had. And Frank Epperson was like, fuck you. I invented this as a kid on my porch. Like, what are you talking? That's how I feel about Ian. I'm taking Ian. Ian was in Mr. Hurd's 4th grade class. They cannot have Ian. I refuse. That's just, they don't get it.
The Warner lawyers just dealing with the lawyers of your old school.
Yeah.
The Warner
gonna-
lawyer's like, well, I mean, he seems pretty serious about it, so I guess we better let it go.
Oh, they don't want to tango with the Frank Nay Firebirds, okay? There's some heat coming for them if they tried to take Mr. Hurd's drawing class. Yeah, that's wild. It is wild week.
I wanted to prepare something for today. I don't know. I just felt the need.
Yeah.
I had a lot of nervous energy today, and I was kind of climbing the walls. And so I was trying to think of like what I could do in 2 quick hours that could be a bit for the show. And then I remembered an old bit I did a while back, and I thought maybe it would be fun to revisit it because I had just about the right amount of time. And so I thought, since it's Oscar season and there's a bunch of new movies that are up for awards, and I used to do movie reviews, and I thought maybe I'll review one of those movies that's nominated for an Oscar, and then I can just have like a one last movie review kind of fun thing. And then so I was, and I figured, well, maybe I've already seen all the Oscar movies. Let me look. I hadn't seen any of them. The only movie I saw was Barbie, and apparently that got fucked out of Oscar nominations. So I hadn't seen like American Fiction or Oppenheimer or Killers of the Flower Moon or Napoleon. And I'm looking at all these movies, and every one of those movies is 19 hours long.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I have less than 2 hours, so I clearly can't do that. And then I thought, it's kind of unfair to just pick one of these movies and review it that's up for Oscar contention. It's unfair to the rest of the movies, so I should watch something different. And so I scoured the film archives, and I landed on a movie called Woman with the Red Lipstick, a Lifetime movie thriller from the year 2024. About a woman journalist she's a crime journalist. She writes stories about crime and does crime investigation. And she's got this hunky boyfriend, and she's quite lovely herself. Her name is Lucy. And one night they're on a date, and he's like, that's it. That's the movie. Woman with the Red Lipstick. That's perfect. That's her hunky boyfriend. That's her, right? And he's like, no, Christ isn't in it. And one night they go on a date, and she could tell something's a little off with him. And she's like, what's wrong, man? And he's like, do you just feel like we're getting a little rote? Like it's like the same thing over and over again. Don't you feel like maybe we need to spice up our love life a little bit? And she's like, I guess. Well, what do you mean? And he's like, well, what if we did like a role play? What if we just do like a role play thing? And she's like, yeah, okay, whatever. She's into it. She's like, she thinks it's a little weird, but she's like, yeah, I'll try a role play thing. So then she goes to work the next day or a couple days later. And there's just a box on her desk, right? And the box has a wig in it and some red lipstick and a scarf and an identity. And in it, it's like, put this on. Your name is Maggie. You're a such and such. Meet me at a bar at 10 p.m. and just be there and have this drink. And she's like, okay, I'll do it. It's a little weird, but I want to keep the romance alive. And so she puts it all on, and she wears the special scarf and the lipstick and everything. And then her boyfriend shows up, and he's in this like dumb red like college jacket, and he's like, hey, I'm like a college dude. And so they're like flirting around, and it's kind of funny, and it's working, She thinks it's a little weird, but it's working. And then he just gets this weird look in his face, and he's like, the lipstick's wrong. I don't like the lipstick. Take it off. And she's like, that's weird. So she takes off the lipstick, and then they continue, and then they have awesome, passionate sex, and it works, and everything's cool. She goes to work the next day. The fucking TV is on in the break room, and there's a news report about this socialite. By the way, they live in Chicago. This all takes place in Chicago. Tons of great stock footage of Chicago. It's beautiful throughout the film. Maybe the best part of the movie is the stock footage. And so on the news report, this is fucking crazy, this gorgeous socialite who's just about her age is disappeared. She's just not at home. Nobody's heard from her. Nobody knows where she is. They don't know if something's happened to her, if it's foul play, or if she just left town. And a picture pops up. She just looks up, and the socialite has blonde hair and has a scarf exactly like the scarf she put on last night. And the socialite's name is Maggie.
Oh my God.
Shit gets crazy from that point on, and I don't want to tell you any more of it because it could spoil the whole movie. But if that sounds interesting to you, I would look out for Woman with the Red Lipstick, a 2024 thriller from the Lifetime Movie Network.
When you think about comedic duos in the past, you may think of people like Abbott and Costello, Laurel and Hardy, Key and Peele. They all have this very constant thread of setting up and delivering punchline, which may make you wonder, what's the perfect duo when it comes to growing your business? That's you and Shopify. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage? Shopify is there to help you grow. Whether you're selling 10-inch thumbsticks or selling clog tubes, Shopify will help you sell them everywhere. They're incredible. From their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system, wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify has got you covered. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout, up to 36% better compared to other leading commerce platforms, and sell more with less effort thanks to Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star. Now, there's so many things to love about Shopify, but the thing that really sticks with me is no matter how big you want to grow, because everyone has different sort of goals in terms of business size, Shopify gives you everything you need to take control and take your business to the next level. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the US, and Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, Brooklinen, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries. Plus, Shopify's extensive help resources are there to support your success every step of the way. Because business that grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/face, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/face now to grow your business no matter what stage you're in. That is, once again, shopify.com/face, shopify.com/face. It can be difficult sometimes to find the time to eat better. With work schedules and personal life, it can be difficult to find that time. But eating better is easy with Factor's delicious ready-to-eat meals. Every fresh, never frozen meal is chef-crafted, dietitian-approved, and ready to go in just 2 minutes. Who doesn't have 2 minutes? That's great. That's fantastic. You'll have over 35 different options to choose from every week, which is also awesome. Everyone wants variety. You got to have variety. It's great to have variety, including Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Also, there are more than 60 add-ons to help you stay fueled up and feeling good all day long. What are you waiting for? Get started today and get after your goals. Let me just go through some of these meals they have. It's Factor has a huge list of all sorts of things that you can enjoy, whether it's their 2-minute meals that allow you to fuel up faster with Factor's restaurant quality meals that are ready to heat up and eat wherever you are. They've got pancakes, smoothies, and more. Discover a wide variety of easy options for the entire day like breakfast, midday bites, and more. No prep, no mess meals. Factor meals are ready to heat up and eat, so there's no prepping, cooking, or cleanup needed. Sign up and save. We've done the math. Factor is less expensive than takeout, and every meal is dietitian approved to be nutritious and delicious. So head to factormeals.com/face50 and use code FACE50 to get 50% off. That's code FACE50 at factormeals.com/face50 to get 50% off. Ever tried to break a bad habit and felt like you're climbing Everest in flip-flops? Yeah, we've been there too. But here's a breath of fresh air. Fume. It's not about giving up, it's about switching up. Fume takes your habit and simply makes it better, healthier, and a whole lot more enjoyable. Fume is an innovative, award-winning flavored air device that does just that. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. Instead of electronics, Fume is completely natural. And instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses delicious flavors. You get it. Instead of bad, Fume is good. It's a habit you're free to enjoy and makes replacing your bad habit easy. Your Fume comes with an adjustable airflow dial and is designed with movable parts and magnets for fidgeting, giving your fingers a lot to do, which is helpful for de-stressing and anxiety while breaking your habit. Now, when I first saw Fume, I didn't necessarily know what to expect, but I was immediately taken by how cool it looks. You know, so many devices look absolutely ridiculous to use and are things you may be embarrassed about using publicly. Not the case at all with Fume. It looks awesome. And it's also just a very fun thing to play with. As somebody who enjoys like fidget toy type things, it has a lot of utilization in that way. Like I said, that makes it a fun product. Plus, Fume just released a magnetic stand for your Fume. So there's no more losing it around the house. It's built with fidgeting in mind. You can spin your Fume around on it. Start the year off right with the good habit by going to tryfume.com/face and getting the journey pack today. Fume is giving listeners of the show 10% off when they use my code FACE to help make starting the good habit that much easier.
Wow. That sounds so much better than the movie I've watched.
What did you watch? What the fuck is that?
That's just
Slap her, she's French?
I was just at an Airbnb recently, and the TV just had that as one of the movies on the homepage. It's called Slapper, She's French.
The thing when
How was it?
I didn't really watch it. I probably watched 5 minutes, and then I went away, and then I saw that Michael McKean was in it, and then I went to sleep.
Okay.
good review.
Yep.
The thing that it really amuses me about the woman with the red lipstick is the idea of her opening the box and just imagining all the different things that could be in the box. Like she opens it, and my head immediately went, "There's like a pair of the Hulk hands.
Hulk hands, yeah.
You got it's Hulk hands. Your name is Bruce Banner, and I'm gonna meet you at Dave and Buster at 7:30."
Let me give you a little bit more because it's such a good story. So then she's like, I got to start investigating Maggie's disappearance. And she's real good friends with the detective in charge. And she goes to him and she's like, what do you think? And he's like, she just left town. There's nothing. There's no signs of a struggle, nothing. She's rich and she's got money and she has had a fight with her mom or something. And she left town. There's nothing to it. And she goes, well, okay, I don't know. But she feels a little weird about the whole thing. So then she starts looking her up on social media. And in every photo on social media, Maggie is unhappy. She's graduating from college. She's frowning. She's out at a bar with friends. She's frowning. And Lucy realizes something is wrong in Maggie's life because she's too successful and too rich and too beautiful to be unhappy in every photo. So she goes back to the cops and she says, look deeper. I'm telling you, there's something going on. And so the cops do, and they find something. She is missing. It was an abduction. That's where I'll stop.
Well, I wasn't gonna watch it before, and I'm certainly not gonna watch it now. I appreciate the continuation.
Social media.
Edge of my seat.
Wait, you don't want to watch it?
No. I know what happened.
I think you're fucking crazy.
I think the boyfriend killed. I know what happened. The boyfriend is the killer.
There's
all part of
I gave you the first 10 minutes. There's a lot of other characters that get introduced very quickly. They could easily.
I think.
Or there might not be a killer. It might be a kidnapper.
Oh. Interesting.
It is interesting, goddammit.
Okay,
and you
I'm
should
back on. I'm back on.
Probably watch that instead of any of those 7-hour goddamn Oscar movies. Jesus Christ. Who's got time for that?
I'm on IMDb. The top review gives it a 5 out of 10 with the headline, skip it, and says it was predictable with flat acting and many continuity flaws by a weak Canadian cast.
100. Oh, that's another thing, too. Most everybody in it's Canadian. So I feel like you might understand
Probably
layers of it
Vancouver.
that we don't.
It was filmed in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes place in Chicago. Filmed in Canada.
Vancouver is typically, I feel like, fake Chicago in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have an Oscar movie review of sorts from my mom. I haven't told a mom story in a while.
Okay.
She went and saw Poor Things, which I think is Oscar nominated. It's an Emma Stone. I don't really know anything about it. She saw it and she didn't know anything about it outside of it had Oscar buzz. And she said, I talked to her and she told me it was really well acted. There were things in it that I didn't necessarily like, but the performances were really good. And when I hear that, that typically means it's a weird sex thing, is what I assume. I don't know anything about the movie. But then that was our talk about it. And then like 2 or 3 days later, I talked to her again. And she said, yeah, you know, can I tell you something? He said, can I tell you something? You can't tell anybody else this? And I said, of course, what's up?
You're about to tell somebody else this.
Yeah, well, it's cleared. I got it cleared since then.
Okay.
She said, you know that Poor Things movie I saw? I said, yeah. She said, Emma Stone has the weirdest nipples I've ever seen. And I worked in a nursery and a hospital. I've seen a lot of nipples, was her exact wording.
What's wrong with it? I haven't seen the movie.
I don't know. I haven't seen it either. But that is my mom's review of Poor Things. Very well acted. Emma Stone has the weirdest nipples she's ever seen.
Emma Stone.
She's ever seen? That can't be
She's
right.
ever seen. She's seen a lot of nipples. She worked in nursery. She is qualified. If there's anyone who is qualified to make that statement, it's her.
And no one else here has seen this movie?
I don't know anything about it outside of that.
No, it's too Eastern European weird. It looks so like Slav.
I've heard it's good, but anytime I saw the trailer, I just really thought that I didn't want to watch it.
Something about her eyebrows in the trailer creeps me out, and so I won't watch it because of that. I don't know what it is. It just every time I see it,
Have you ever? Are there any other movies that you haven't seen because of somebody's eyebrows in them?
No, this is a first for me. That's why it stands out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I've looked. The internet does not have those nipples.
They're not anywhere on the internet.
They're weird.
Let me try to Bing it instead of
Trying to hide it.
Let me Bing it.
Siri.
I'm here binging nipples now that we've got no jobs.
Images. God, I haven't seen Bing in a long time. This is wild. No, it's just a lot of pictures of her with like looking like she's in Minority Report with like shit connected to her head. No nipples.
What about
to be
Ask
found.
Jeeves?
Oh. I don't think so.
Ask Jeeves. I bet it goes to like answer.com or something. Oh, I spelled it wrong.
Well, it's been a while since you've used it, so it's probably all right.
It's still around. Let's see.
Wow. That's surprising. That was my browser of choice as a child. Not that there were a lot to pick
You're a
from.
Jeeves guy?
I was a big Jeeves guy. I didn't understand how. I thought there was really a Jeeves on the other side.
I was a Lycos kid. Just have the dog go fetch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still around. Lycos is still around. That's pretty cool.
How do I spell that?
Lycos.
I was a web crawler guy
Web crawler.
Yeah.
because they had a cute little spider.
All these names are well, Lycos not so much, but Ask Jeeves and Web Crawler.
Mm-hmm.
So much
Yesterday-
more fun than just Google Chrome.
Yesterday, I think we were trying to find out if who was older, Gracie or my email address.
Was there ever a determination on that?
When did you make your email?
2004.
Okay, I'm older than your email.
Okay, my Hotmail's from 2000 though.
Okay,
Oh!
older than me.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I love that you still have a Hotmail, man.
I use it for Xbox Live.
Yeah, me too.
So do I.
Whatever the hell.
I thought, Gavin, I swear, I thought you were about to say for business, and I was going to go, wow, that's fucked up.
You use your Hotmail for Xbox Live. I use a live.com email address, which I don't even think they have anymore.
Wasn't
I,
it after Hotmail?
It was.
But they don't have Hotmail anymore. Well, what did they? No, they got rid of Messenger. That's what I'm thinking of.
MSN?
Whatever whatever that was.
Oh, wow.
I like that Eric said that thinking nobody else here uses it. And Nick and I both like, yeah, me too. For the
Eric,
exact
how do you
reason.
not use your Hotmail?
Why would I have a Hotmail account?
You
still?
never had one?
No, I did in like the late 90s or early 2000s, but I don't have it anymore.
You don't like your emails to be piping hot when they come in?
No, I'm more of a
Those
cold
fresh
mail man.
emails. Oh, you're a cold
I
mail
like
guy?
I like cold mail, yeah.
Oh, I like the urgency of a hot email. Is
Hey, just circling back, Jeff, you ever find those nipples or what?
Nah, I never did. I gave up
Damn,
looking.
fuck
Anybody else, feel free to Google if you want. I've already moved on mentally. How weird could they be?
past it.
Yeah, Eric, let us know if you find them.
Yeah, keep going, Eric.
Me and Gracie are on the prowl. We're searching.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. I'm searching for the nipples hard.
I don't. That was unfortunate additional. I think you meant with urgency, but the use of hard was regrettable. That's a very narrow search on something that already appears to be hard to find.
Not what I meant.
So we've heard your mum's views on butt plugs and nipples.
Yeah.
Well, those.
Oh, wonder what's next.
Yeah. I don't know. She has there's a woman in the building my mom lives in that she's become friends with, but she doesn't know my mom's name. Like they met once and she misremembered her as like a different name. I'll just use Robin as the fake name. I don't remember what it is. She's like, "Hey, Robin." And my mom was just like, "Hey, how's it going?" And now they've become friends, but she's still Robin and she doesn't know how to correct that. So that is outside of
Okay.
Emma Stone's
You should
nipples.
move.
Okay.
If I were your
Are you
mom, I would
ready?
just change my name.
Are you ready? I found pictures. We're gonna have to
let's see it.
fucking delete these.
Be
I
careful
don't-
posting them in here, though. You could get fired.
Gracie, leave.
Yeah, Gracie,
Why
look
can't-
away. All right. Here. What? Why can't what?
Why does Gracie have to look away? Everybody's a grown up. If anything, we should have to look away, and Gracie would be the only one that could look at him.
Oh, that's fair.
All right, why don't we do that? We'll all look away, and Gracie can tell us what she thinks of these nips.
Okay,
Gracie,
here they
tell us
come.
what they look like. We don't get to see.
3,
My eyes
2,
are
1.
closed.
Oh. I mean, wait. What's that? Well,
Can they be deleted? Are they? Can we close? Can we open our eyes yet? Or
Can
is
I open my
anyone
eyes yet?
looking, or am I really the
No.
only one looking?
My eyes
You're
are
not,
closed.
Our eyes are closed.
we're all
Covered my eyes.
The first, so there's two photos. One is like a collage, and then there's a single photo. The single photo is a little bit more alarming than the collage.
What alarms you about it?
Oh, I feel mean, but like it's a little puffy. But I feel really mean.
This is a weird conversation. Can we delete
think
the
y'all should
picture
just
so I can
open
open
your
my
eyes.
eyes?
You're,
I don't want to
Jeff,
see
this
it.
was your idea.
Can y'all just gotta look. Y'all gotta look.
I can't. Now I don't want to look. Now I thought they were gonna be like robot nipples or something.
No, I don't think they're that.
I thought they were gonna be like
weird.
metal cones, or it was
Like
gonna be
for
turned out
Andrew's
like-
mom to remember them. I'm not seeing
Yeah,
it.
I don't know what Andrew's mom saw. Maybe there's a different part of the movie.
Yeah.
These are nothing one way or the other.
All right, I'm opening
Yeah.
my eyes. Oh,
Okay,
Like,
have a look.
oh, they're just boobs.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's nothing.
They're box standard nips.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gracie,
I don't know what
I
to
think
do.
Gracie did a great job describing and was very nice and just trying to find something that was going to be, okay, what could it have been that his mom thought
Yeah.
was weird? Yeah, I think
They're
Andrew's mom's
standard.
weird.
I
Yeah,
feel like
very
if I that's so hard to phrase anything about this. I feel like I wouldn't put an eyelid at this.
No, I know what you mean. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can I delete this now?
But wish you
Sure.
would. Wish you
You
would.
know what the singular do you ever do those things where they're like rubber and you'd push them so they'd go inside and then they'd bounce? Like you push them into
yes.
themselves.
Yeah.
That's
What, and
what
they,
it
like,
looked like on the
Ping up
singular
off the
image
table.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was that.
They look kind of like a diaphragm.
Do you think if you turn one of those little rubber things inside out and then squatted over it, could you catch it in your ass cheeks
No.
between them?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I don't well actually
Can I manipulate
know.
my ass cheeks with my hands?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, now
I
that,
don't-
now that would be a good video.
would it?
Yes. Because we can put all the, all the jennies can still be contained.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it depends on is there like a limit to how many
Imagine
you
us
try?
side by side in like a hospital gown so you wouldn't see anything gruesome. I think that'd be an interesting video.
You'll
What if it
know
was-
because it's just like a person squatting over the ground, and then the bottom of the like the hospital gown is the only thing you can see. And then when you hit the thing and it pops up into the air, it either comes back down or it doesn't.
Yeah, or it's just gone.
It's just gone. If it disappears, you did it.
It could almost be like a magic trick where David Blaine has made the smallest incision in his pants and has timed it perfectly and knows the angle to catch it like it has disappeared.
I think I could catch it in 20 goes.
Oh, I could catch it in 15.
Ooh, Eric?
No, thank you.
Have you seen the clips of that show where they have to try to figure out what the song is by notes and they just go back and forth? This is the worst
Yeah.
version of that. I think I could catch it in 7. Well, I think I could do it in 6. I don't. Let's see it. Let's see it happen. I don't believe you. I don't think I could do it. And this is coming from someone who has gripped a shampoo bottle. I just don't think I have the timing. I think I'd struggle with
You always tell it like you had the shampoo bottle at any point.
If you can,
No, I definitely did.
Come on.
No, I
It grazed
definitely
you and then
did.
you didn't do anything with it.
No. I was stabilized. It was in there.
I think the only hard part about it is the aim, right? Because if it doesn't go straight up into your asshole, it could bounce off your cheeks or something, and it's gonna be hard
That's
for
true.
you to correct because you can't really see it.
You might want to squat pretty deep.
Yeah, but I really do think like if I feel it hit my like my the hole, I feel like I could grab it pretty fast.
I feel like you'd have to have an eye on it because you wouldn't be able to react based on feel. You wouldn't be able to clench shut. You would have to see it go and then preemptively clench.
Maybe you could see in a mirror or something.
Hmm.
I don't know. That'd make it harder to film. But I agree with you. Or you'd have to like pop it 2 or 3 times, feel how long it takes to hit your asshole, and then be like, okay, and then just mentally prepare for that amount of time.
What are those things even? Are they just poppers? Is that what they're called? What are they?
Like little. I don't know what they're called.
Poppers. Plastic
I don't know.
launcher. I don't know if I came up with the term poppers or if
Stick one on the end of a groan tube. You got a little tiny little plunger.
We could glue one to the keychain to Groan tube, and you could have a plunge tube on the go.
Yeah, they're called party poppers.
Party poppers.
Party poppers are the freaking pull the string.
Oh, these are glitter poppers. I guess there's all sorts of variations, but poppers is the key. I had a experience that happened recently, and I realized I process things, I think, in maybe a unique way, but I'm curious if anyone else does this.
Mm.
So I cleaned my bathroom recently, and I have this little wooden like trash type thing. You know, you put garbage or whatever into, but I don't use it at all. It's just there. And so I was moving that around, and then I had a shower, and I don't like having the light on in the bathroom, so I do everything in the dark in the bathroom for the most part. And when I was stepping out of the shower, I stepped in the wooden box, but thankfully that wasn't my first step. I had one step out, normal floor, second step right into the metal or the wooden container.
Wait, why was it out in the middle of the floor?
Because I was cleaning around the toilet where it typically is.
Oh,
and
so
I
you dragged it
moved
out.
up, and then I had a shower, and I forgot I had moved it. And thankfully, I went left foot normal, right foot right into my wooden container.
Mm. What would you say is your stronger foot?
I would probably. Oh, that's tough. Left foot, I guess.
Hmm.
I think I'd go left.
Do you kick with your left?
Yeah.
Which leg did you cock back to kick the child?
Yeah, if you
I
were to
think
kick
it
a
was-
child in the chest right now, would you kick with your left foot or your right foot? Clearly, you wouldn't do that. But if you
No.
did,
I think I would do my right, but that's because I would feel that I'd have a better, stronger base with my left foot on the ground.
I think it's your left foot on the skateboard.
Yeah.
for most
Yeah, it's
people,
left foot.
for most people.
No, I mean on the picture of the skateboard of the Vancouver child kicker, it says left.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
I'm flashing back to my childhood when I rode a skateboard once, and I do believe went left top. But anyway, I stepped in the bin, and if I would have been foot first in the bin, that would have been so bad. I don't know if I go through the wall. I don't know if I break something, but I would have went down hard. And whenever anything like that happens, and I avoid what I view as potential disaster, I think about the idea that there are endless like multiverses, and I think from my understanding of like there's a version of you, like the idea being the version of you in every scenario that plays out, and I instantly go, wow, there's a version of me that just got really fucked up. Oh, that sucks. That sucks for that me. And I don't know if that's weird or not. I just processed for the first time of like, I've never talked about that.
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think all the time.
Right.
I'm like, oh man, somewhere in the universe, a Jeff just died.
Oh.
Yeah, like he fucking, like that car didn't stop and that Jeff's
Yes.
I find it quite an icky feeling just to be like, whoa, that could have been life-changing.
Yeah. I have that to maybe an extreme extent where sometimes I'll be laying down to like have a nap or whatever. And I think every second I just died in some timeline.
Do you want to hear my crazy theory on death?
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to.
dead. I guess.
I think everyone dies of old age in their own universe.
wait. So like JFK was not part of our universe?
Yeah, so when people die, they die in our universe. And then they just switch to a different one where they didn't die. And they just live on. Everyone keeps living. Everyone gets really lucky all the time.
Oh.
Do you think
I
you
see
know
what you're
it?
saying.
Do you think you're like, I don't know, that was weird. Did I just have a bad dream? Anyway. Or do you think like, well, I could have just choked on that hot dog. Ugh.
Well,
And then
yeah,
in
I
the
feel-
other
I
universe,
feel
you
like-
did and died, and then you just warp into a universe where you didn't choke, essentially?
I mean, I could count a bunch of times where I should have been dead.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so, it's like, how am I alive?
Yeah.
And I just figured, like, I must just have pivoted to the other universe.
You know, it's so funny you say that because we have that conversation about you a lot. We're like, how did he make it this far?
I'm just like dragging you all through my universe with me.
Well, that's comforting to know that if I die here early, I just am warped to another universe where I get to live to a ripe old age. Unless I do something too stupid there, then I die and just warp to another one. If that's true, how many universes do you think you're on?
I'm probably on my 5th universe.
Okay.
Oh, that's low. Isn't that low?
I mean, I'm talking
Isn't
about
there-
events where I likely would have died.
Would have died.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not talking about the infinite possibility of everything that could happen to you. It is the things that have happened.
Yeah. And then you look back and you
Got it.
think, I just somehow escaped death.
Okay. That's interesting. I'll have to think about how many.
Too many to count.
Yeah, you.
Eric said, like, if you were in Key West in a shower. Yeah, there's a tragic version of Eric that to a bunch of other us, he went down in the shower and he never came back up.
There's a universe where we all truly believe in the curse of the silver.
There's a universe where you're telling people, no, my friend died.
I swear
friend
to God.
died. Like, he did it. He was foolhardy. He died.
We were on a fucking, like, it was like a wedding weekend, and 18 hours later, he was dead by water.
He shot shampoo in his own eye and drowned.
How would this work in the scenario in which you all created of either strangling me to death or shooting me? Am I doomed in every universe in that world? If it's happening
You never
every
came
month?
close to us choking you to death. It was hypothetical.
It's all hypothetical.
No, but I'm saying in the world in which that is the hypothetical, I'm saying if that was a reality, 'cause the
Right.
whole point of the hypothetical is to treat it as though this is a thing you need to encounter. Based on your theory, I would be hopping from just the same death into the same death over and over again. That would be my fate. I would
so.
reset, and
Yeah.
then I'd come back, and then it would happen again, and then I would reset.
But hypothetically, you're totally fine with it, and it's not a big deal.
Because I don't remember it. Like, I guess it would be, whoa, Chef almost just shot me or whatever, strangled
Yeah.
me to death. Yeah, no, I don't think I like Gavin's theory in that hypothetical. That you laid
Why do
out.
I feel like I died yesterday every day when I wake up?
Yeah,
You guys ever pick up any magazines lately?
I just actually bought a magazine subscription like last week, but I don't.
To like paper that comes to your door?
Yes, paper
Wow.
that comes to my door.
I have
I've
one as
missed
well.
that experience. What is yours?
I subscribe to Architectural Digest, and I tried to cancel that subscription yesterday because it's stupid money I don't need to spend, and they make it impossible. But that's not the point of this. The point of this is I was at the grocery store the other day, and I picked up a magazine that I thought about buying because it had like it was like one of those like 30 like Better Homes and Gardens, like 30 summer recipes that in under 30 minutes or something. And I'm always like looking to cook quick and easy for Emily and Millie because I'm the one that's at home all the time. And I went to buy it. Let me show you. And then I didn't buy it. I wish I'd have prepared better for this. So I gotta find these images now. I'll just say it. How much do you think a fucking magazine at HEB costs?
Oh, I bet it's absurd. It's gonna
$15.
be like, I was gonna say like $12.99 or something.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
The cheapest one I found was like $13. The most expensive magazine I picked up was $17.
What was the $17 one?
I'll try to find it. I took photos of it because I was just horrified. But every magazine was at least $12. And it was stuff like I said, like Southern Living, Better Homes and Gardens, like whatever impulse magazine would be at a grocery store. Emily looked because I was telling her about it and she thought it was so crazy. She looked, you can buy a yearly subscription to each of those magazines I saw for cheaper than the one magazine you would buy at the grocery store. It's insanity. That's what I'm wondering too. How does it work? They're clearly priced at that point because it works for them. I just don't understand.
So do you think that's what all the people on magazine stands do? They just buy the subscription and then sell them individually for the price of their subscription?
No, I don't. I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah. I think they subscribe to like 10 of the same magazine just to make sure they're flush. I like
got
that.
8
I'm
subscriptions to like Carp Monthly.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you might be onto something there. I'm never gonna be able to
I
find
was
this.
thinking about how I would have equated that as like a teenager. With you saying $70, my brain went, that's almost a DVD or one video game.
Yeah,
Like the idea, that was like my main $20 DVD, $60 video game.
that's how I think about shit too.
I gotta say, the my watch for Nick in the Mask is coming to its end soon.
Oh man, so is the company.
So is the company. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts.
I will say that when I stepped in that wooden box on Sunday, I was like, I'm a lucky guy, and those feelings shifted real quick. This universe, Andrew, Big L. A few days later,
I'm convinced though, whenever you die in your original universe and you have to switch to the other one and continue living, it's never as good as the previous universe.
Do you get like generation loss? Like you're a little shittier each time, like copying a VHS tape?
I don't think I have changed.
Just
but
the
world.
universe? Mm.
Yeah.
There's a worse world than what we're in.
No, there's not.
Yeah.
If you die here, it only gets worse.
I can't imagine that.
That's what you're saying, right?
Well, I mean, everything was going all right, and then narrowly avoid death, and then there was like COVID and all this other weird stuff. It's definitely like a weird aversion.
So did we all die? And now we're here? Are you sure this is the good one?
No. You still exist on the good one, but I'm dead in it, right? But now, because I kept living in my universe, I have my new universe's version of you guys.
Can you do me a favor? Can you draw this out on a whiteboard?
Yeah, that might help because I was on board. Now I'm off board.
I'm a little
What
confused.
do you need help with?
Just draw the whole thing and then let us
And
know.
I'm not just talking about you guys. I'm talking about everyone listening too. We share the universe. We share this one.
Until one of us dies. And then they move to their own universe where they share it with other people that are us.
This universe
but
we're
not
currently
us?
in is permanent, and the people who die will die, but they'll just switch to their next universe.
Okay,
That's
but
full of
you're
us
saying
again.
that it's worse.
That's permanent.
The next one is worse. The
It'll be
next
worse for the
universe they
people
go
who
to.
died.
But everybody else is cool?
We get to stay in this one.
We get to stay in this one, and the next one is worse when you die here. I just can't. I can't wrap my head around the next one is worse.
Why?
Why does it have to be worse? Can't it be better? Can you change your theory?
Just in my experience, they're a bit worse after.
before we wrap this episode, I just got a Slack from TPG that is the plunger arrived.
Oh my god. Well,
Let's go get it.
head on over to store.roosterteeth.com while you can and get a Rady Boy shirt. Have you seen how many we've sold of those?
Yeah.
How many?
Yeah. Thank you for
So
supporting us.
So much. We've sold
Like-
so many of that shirt. Thank you guys for buying
Oh, I
a Rady
love
Boy
everyone.
shirt. I hate him. I hate Rady Boy. Thank you for buying a shirt. I hate him so. Look at his fucking. I hate this art. Makes me so mad. Look at his little fucking face. Oh, I hate him.
Oh, it's
Look
adorable.
at him. His Bart Simpson fucking shirt. Ugh.
Can I get one of them?
Yeah.
You better
yeah,
get it fast.
Me too.
So I assume we'll have at some point some new information. We just don't have anything yet.
We don't.
Yeah.
And I think it's okay to talk through that a little bit. Listen, the reality is that we're the company's going to end, and all of the intellectual property will be owned by Warner Brothers Discovery. I mean, it already is, right? That's how it works, and we honestly don't know what's going to happen. There are a lot of people doing a lot of hard work trying to untangle this and figure it out, because there's a lot of different entertainment properties in Rooster Teeth that a lot of people would like to continue. And I will say, I don't want to say anything that's going to fuck us over or put my foot in my mouth or say anything dumb that I don't mean to, because I really don't know a lot at this moment. But over the next few weeks, it's not going to be a quick thing to unravel. We're going to go through the process of figuring out like what we can do about that. Can we take the Face brand and continue on with it as such, or and maintain the back catalog and the gameplay content and stuff, or or will it look different going forward? We don't know. The one thing that we do know is that we are going forward. This podcast will continue to exist. As a matter of fact, if anything, it's only going to get bigger and fucking better, because I think everybody involved with it is only motivated to kick the shit out of the future.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. And
I
also,
can't wait. I'm excited.
yeah, it's incredible. I'm so excited as well for that point. We're also not like immediately going anywhere. Like this show is going to continue on for, I'd assume, the next month or 2 months.
I'll say this: my goal, and I can't promise that we'll do this, but my goal is that the audience won't notice. Like we won't skip a beat.
Yeah. That would
You're not gonna like. They may listen. Some supplemental content and some gameplay content might slow down a little bit as we try to figure that part of it out. But I don't want this podcast I don't want there to ever be a week without this podcast on the internet.
I agree. And hopeful that's obviously not a promise, but if we can deliver on that, we would love to be able to.
We're gonna do our goddamnedest.
Can I share the art that the Ratty Boy announcement also to add to the tonal, how it plays differently. My thought was that our mascot would have like sort of a beef with the Rooster Teeth mascot as like a itchy and scratchy thing, but Ratty Boy driving a semi truck, running Artie out of Austin. Damn, it's unfortunate.
God damn, the timing is fucking insane. I will say, Nick said the funniest, darkest thing to me the other day, but it really tickled me, and it made me laugh when I really needed it. When he said, "I guess the name Artie's free. you can rename your dog again."
The video, I forgot where we'd originally talked about that, but that was like a Halo Doubles Let's Play that came out. If you want to hear the moment where Jeff realizes he doesn't want to name his dog Artie anymore.
Oh yeah, I guess it didn't happen on Face. Yeah. It's because you suck. You fucking suck ass dipshits.
It's only Andrew.
Yeah, you're all the same
Well, I
person.
thought it
to me.
wasn't. You say Artie, and that's the mascot's name. I don't know. I didn't name the mascot or the dog. I really feel like I am not at all responsible for any of this.
Well,
I don't think I even knew the mascot had a name in that video.
the dog is most definitely an Albert at this point in his life, and that is who he is imbued with Albert-isms. So he's that name stuck.
Oh, another thing that I couldn't quite remember where I knew it from. When I found out that Jeff had been recording all his piss, it wasn't Emily that told me. We found out in the middle of a Does It Do.
Oh, did we?
You were just playing. You were trying to play a fart into that shitty
Miracle
product video that we didn't want to make, and you just kept playing piss in my ear. Magic ear, that was it.
Oh, Christ. I guess we should probably wrap up. Thanks for listening. Thanks for... what? I'm trying to be sincere.
I mean, no, I know. It's just contextually, we should probably wrap up. Like it hits different at this current time.
We should wrap up this episode so that we can get to editing it, so that we can release it, so that we can begin working on the next episode. I just wanted to say thanks for 197 episodes of support. We really appreciate it. That's an understatement. I'll be honest with you. I'm pretty overwhelmed emotionally right now, and I definitely don't have. I feel like I'm underwater a little bit, so I don't have the things to say that I would like to be able to say. But it means everything to us that you have supported us along the way, and we promise that we want to continue, and that if you will allow us your ears, we will do everything in our power to continue to entertain you. Thank you.
Love you.
Love you too.
That sounded so weird.
What sounded weird?
Gavin's love you.
Love you.
I thought it sounded sincere.
It was very sincere and it was very sweet. And then I thought, oh, I should say something.
All right, hold on.
I didn't.
Let me be
And
clear.
then-
I just want to know real fast. We're making fun of Gavin here, not Jeff, right?
We're not making fun of you at all.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
Fuck
I'm not
Gavin.
really-
Fuck Gavin. He sounds
Gavin.
like he's an idiot. Okay, yeah. I'm right on board with you. I'm all right. Yeah.
Let me get another take on it.
That
Can you
dude's the
just do that
fucking worst.
final-
No, the episode's over, dude. We already cut this.
No, just do that last bit again. Just
all
do
right,
it
all
again.
right. I'll
Just
do it again, but it's already cut, so we can't be in there. Something, and then oh my god, and then we just want to keep making content for you. You guys, you guys mean the world to us, and we love you.
Hey, can I? Sorry, one sec.
What is happening? What is
One-
going
no,
on?
time
What
out.
the fuck is
I need-
going on?
No, I need 1 second. Remember how a lot of this episode was about how everything's my fault and that I'm the reason for all the problem? My recording stopped 10 minutes into this, so
Oh,
we're-
you've
You're
Craig,
an idiot.
I'm Craig.
You're a stupid bastard.
Are you serious?
when I
we
unplugged when I unplugged my mic because it was acting up, it stopped the recording. So
So when you left to you print the lore or whatever you're doing, we don't have anything after that?
it's 10 minutes is when my recording is stopped.
So the answer's no. Luckily, we have Craig. Maybe, hopefully.
Craig?
Bye.
I mean, Andrew? What would you do if we were a real podcast? This is crazy. God damn.
I think I would still be unemployed. I don't think it would change anything. I think I would be equally employed.
I'm gonna go flush my head in the toilet. I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
We'll unclog it with that.
Don't clog
It's
it.
fine. Yeah. All right, let's
I'll
cut.
stop recording.
Andrew, you don't have to. No, I mean, you don't have to cut. You're fine. You already got it.
Good.
So,
Oh,
no problem.
I'm already in the next afterlife,
Yeah,
or whatever
yeah,
Gavin was trying to say. I'm way ahead of all of you.
Hey guys, Major League fan Jack here with a look at next week's episode of Face. Once again, due to reasons the boys haven't recorded yet, so in lieu of that, a poem by Dylan Thomas. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rage at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Though wise men at their inn know dark is right, because their words had forked no lightning, they do not go gentle into that good night. Good men, the last wave by, crying how bright their frail deeds might have danced in a green bay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in flight, and learned too late, they grieved it on its way. Do not go gentle into that good night. Brave men near death, who see with blinding sight, blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. And you, my father, there on the sad height, curse, bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. And once again, Andrew does not eat the pencil. All that and more on next week's episode of Face.